Hi, Sean Fleming here, and my call sign is K8KHZ, and we're talking about today my amateur radio set up in my 2008 Crowne Victoria. Let's look. I have this brand new, this is a Comet. It's a SB5. It's NMO mount, and it's 38 inches long. You can get it into parking garages, no problem. It's not taller than any SUV antennas. And it's mounted in particular in that spot because there was a dent in my car that we covered up, and happened to be in the right place. And it's black and it matches the car. So we're running APRS in the car. We're using a TMD 710 and made by Kenwood. And we dinked around with different ways to put it in there, but we finally found the way to do it. So let's check it out. So this is the car here, and we'll look at this setup here. Over here we have one of these big giant Motorola speakers. You can buy them for $5 or so at the Dayton Hamvention, or any Hamvention where they have these speakers that you take out of cars. They work great. They're really loud and everything. We'll show you in a minute. I've mounted this. This used to be part of a console that you'd put in the middle here, but I've used it to mount the radio too. The radio is mounted here. This radio has to be mounted fully because the microphone cord is connected to the mount, and the mount to the radio. Some engineering flaw. Instead of connecting it to the base, to the head, and so hey, that's where it goes. And so anyways, so the mic over here, I have it on. I've mounted that over here so it stays in place. And we have one other speaker that we're trying to find another Motorola speaker. We're trying to find a place for it, and some cables that are wrapped up right over here behind the thing. Here on the top we have found a place for the radio in this little spot here. The tape is like that, yes. It doesn't really matter, you barely see it anyways, except when you're looking underneath it. This tape is very, very sticky, and there's one up on the top of it, and it's keeping everything in place here. I'm not gonna try to pry it off there. I'm sure it can come off at any particular time that I want to try to peel it off and whatnot. So the radio is there, along with up top my NUVI 350 that I've been keeping in place, but I do hide it because I don't want anybody smashing my vehicle for the cheapest GPS unit, but usable GPS unit in the world. So we'll turn this on and we'll show you how this all works out, since we do have a few minutes here. Most everything is powered to the so one might ask about this installation. Here is the Kenwood TMD 710. On the over here on the left side we have packet radio going, and here on the right is the local repeater. As you can hear, the static from the radio is very loud. That's one of those speakers. So that's how loud it gets from one of those speakers. The antenna on the back is a dual band, by the way. And here's APRS on the NUVI. And we'll see what's going on here as we acquire some satellites. Now, we live here in Madison Heights, Michigan. The NUVI has well here we'll come out a little bit, and let's see if we're getting anybody. We have K8JPW, 147.8 MTC, some Canadians there, and KC8BHPD or HPD on the screen. We should have some other ones. Anyways, what you do to find in the NUVI 350 to see who it is, all your things are being saved in the favorites. As you can see, this guy is only 3.5 miles. W8 TFD is 5.5 miles, 4 miles away. And as you get a new station here on the packet, like it says right here, V3HKO-9, it has a TMD 710. Well, okay, that goes and comes up through this G-Trans cord off the side over here and comes up into this little USB, miniature USB, and we could scroll down. We could scroll down and find out where VE3 something -9 is at. I think it was, or the Micon 4. That's a new one. Whoops. Micon 8. There's one that's very good. W8OAK. Let's see here. Micon 5, W8OAK-14. I'm going to show that on the map. And, I don't know who's using that. Scott Lake, Telegraph Road. That is at the EOC. So the EOC is using APRS. It's putting out a signal. It's the first time I've seen it there, but maybe it's because the map has to be all the way out to see some of these stations. Let's see here. If I think that since north is up here a little ways, should be able to see some stations. There's a couple of hams out there, and we should be able to see them on the map. And Holly, there's a guy there. KC8UMO-9 is mobile. There you go. He's mobile. There's a guy there, and so on. So APRS works pretty doggone good. Here's another thing that I wanted to show you about this radio here. If you go over here to the list, you get them, and you can see they're all listing here. Oh, here's a better way. So this thing updates continuously. You can send messages to the stations and whatnot, and they give the little notes out. So that's just a setup of mobile station K8KHZ, and thanks for watching.